I just woke up. My alarm was set for like 5:45, but I guess I'm up earlier. I have caught the most beautiful sunrise ever. Wow. Isn't that incredible? Welcome back to another vlog. I'm sitting in Sam and I's bedroom. I'm about to do my makeup and I thought I would kick off this video by sharing some fun facts about myself. I've been trying to vlog a lot more over the past couple months, but I've actually been making YouTube videos since my first year out of college, which I think was 2019. A lot has changed since then, and most of the people that watch my videos are probably my friends and my close family. But for those that do not fall under that category, I thought I would get ready for the 4th of July. Tell you all a little about myself. My eyebrow thing is really dirty first though, so I gotta clean this. Starting with the basics. My name's Wendy. I'm 26 years old. I live in San Francisco with my boyfriend Sam. I was born and raised in Seattle, Washington. If it looks like I'm looking down, it's because I am. I have a giant mirror that I'm looking at on the floor. Lived in Seattle, Washington, or just outside of it in like the Issaquah, Renton area for about 18 years. I went to college in Fort Collins, Colorado. I went to CSU, go Rams. I studied health and exercise science. And after that, I moved to Boston for grad school where I got my master's in what's basically like exercise physiology. Moved back to Seattle for a year and a half. I met my boyfriend, Sam. Kind of struggled through unemployment and working some odd jobs for a year and a half. And then I got my first, what I would think of as like a big girl job as an exercise physiologist in Marin. Marin area is like 30 minutes north of San Francisco. For about 9 months, my commute every day would be over the Golden Gate Bridge, which was really cool. That job was like not the right fit. So last December, I decided to look for a new one. Oh, that wind feels nice. And I got my current job as an exercise physiologist working in Oakland. So every day I work in person and now I commute over the Oakland Bay Bridge. It feels like I just gave you my life story that I tell to an employer when I do an interview. So now I'm gonna tell you things about myself that have nothing to do with my job. In terms of the YouTube videos I make, I'm definitely not a beauty or fashion person, though I definitely watch a lot of those videos. I think of myself as like a fitness, wellness girly. I'm a huge morning person. I love to wake up, honestly, at like 5 a.m. and give myself a whole hour to just like have coffee, wake up slow. I love to do Wordle and connections and the spelling bee. That is like my shit every single morning. For this summer of 2024, I'm trying to get back into reading and get back into hiking. I used to do a lot of solo hiking when I lived in Boston for the 1 year that I lived there by myself. I would drive up to New Hampshire and Vermont and I would do some hikes in Maine, and that was so fun. And now that I live in California, I definitely want to do more of that. For this 4th of July weekend, I'm actually going camping at Lake Tahoe with Sam and our 2 friends, Matt and Joe. I'm really looking forward to that. I definitely don't do as much camping as I would like to. I'm not as comfortable doing solo camping, so that's also something that I would love to like work on this summer. I have an older sister named Tess that I'm very close with. I probably talk to her I used to talk to her probably every single day on the phone, minimum 1 time a day. It was a little codependent. Now I feel like her and I talk on the phone every other day. She lives in North Carolina, and one of my most recent vlogs was when I went to Asheville to celebrate her with my mom's side of the family. I'm really bad at makeup. I didn't really learn how to do makeup when I was younger, so it's kind of been a process learning to do makeup as a 25, 26-year-old. I feel like every single year I learn how to do something new. I only recently bought bronzer, and this is like the mini Hoola stuff that I've like really worked through. I don't do foundation. I literally just like touch up my cheekbones. See, and that looks like too much on camera, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Let's see, what else? Sam and I will have been dating 3 years this August. To celebrate our anniversary, we're gonna do a camping trip to Redwood National Park. Today, for the 4th of July, my friend Cammie's gonna come over. Her and I are gonna hang out, and then we're gonna go to my friend Ayla and Sean's barbecue. I thought I'd bring you guys along for that. I have stupid work tomorrow. I do not get Friday off, but then Saturday morning, I'm gonna leave really, really early to meet all the guys in Lake Tahoe. Today's outfit is I'm gonna be wearing this white tank top from Princess Polly, along with these blue and white striped pants, also from Princess Polly. But I really want to do a little bit of red. So I have this bandana, just learned how to style this. Basically pulled back my bangs, and I'm gonna try to do that cool thing. It kind of makes you look like a pirate though. I have to tie it without getting all my hairs caught in it. Okay. How does that look? Do I look like a pirate, yes or no? Like, tell me. Some more personal things about myself are I lost my mom when I was 21. She was my best friend and my favorite person. She's like my inspiration for everything in life. She was a huge bandana person actually, and I got this one from her, so I'm feeling connected to her today. That's also something I talk a lot about in my YouTube videos and in a podcast I briefly did for a while, Wendy's Waffle Bar. Just like the process of coping with grief of losing a loved one, especially someone like a parent, someone close in your family. I feel really connected to my mom when I do things like journal, when I send people letters and postcards, when I listen to music with all the windows down in my car, and also when I'm like out in nature. I feel super connected to my mom when I'm like out hiking or just enjoying the sun. I miss her a lot every single day. It's really hard to be here without her, but I really try to honor her every day, and that definitely helps me feel closer to her. It feels like keeping her memory around instead of like not talking about her or trying to avoid thinking about her. I love to talk about my mom and honor her as many ways as I can. That's probably the most intimate thing about me that I share online. Those are just some random facts about me. I kind of wanted to do this because I wanted to remind myself of why I make YouTube videos. It started as something that I just did for fun, like documenting my life, but I also realized that as I get older and start to like figure out what it is exactly that makes me feel fulfilled, I think helping other people is a huge one. I find a lot of comfort in other people's YouTube videos. I think living like a healthy, happy life is something that means a lot to me and is something that I really strive for. Sometimes making YouTube videos helps me feel less lonely, and it's something I do to kind of keep myself going when I'm feeling depressed or down or like bogged down with grief. I also hope that any of the videos I make inspire people to like get outside, get active, do something for yourself. I really believe in self-care, especially with exercise. That's been huge for helping me like with my own depression and my own grief. I've said this in a couple videos before, and maybe saying it again will really hold myself accountable. I really want to start a virtual group fitness company where I can teach virtual group fitness classes online Monday, Friday, and Saturday mornings. I think it'd be so fun to create like a virtual community of people that wake up and exercise and just like get your day started on a good note. I'm gonna be 27 at the end of August, and I really want to get started on that in the next year of my life. Start writing workouts and start working on the website development so I could start teaching classes. If you're interested in that, I hope you'll stick with me to the day that I actually start that. But that is gonna kick off our vlog, and now we can get back into the regular stuff, which is getting ready for this weekend. This morning I did a little workout in the living room, and I also cleaned the whole apartment, which felt so nice to do. But I've also been hanging up more of our art recently. It isn't anything crazy, but when you walk up the stairs that lead up into our apartment, I finally hung this piece of art my friend Marissa made me. It's the Seattle skyline, and I feel like it fits in that little spot perfectly. And then another thing I hung up were these national park maps. I really want to put 3 more up there, but I figured we'll accumulate those over time. This one is Olympic National Park in Washington. This is Point Reyes here in the Bay Area. And then this is Joshua Tree, somewhere I went for the first time last year. So anyway, that's a little apartment moment. I also hung up some art in Sam and I's room on this wall, and I love the way it looks. We have the Beaches concert poster. That eye is a piece of art that Sam's friend Everett made for me for my birthday when I turned 25. And then down here is scratch off poster of all the national parks, because I'd love to go to all of them in my lifetime. And then this piece of art, Home is Wherever I'm With You, made by one of my childhood friends, Jenny. So I love the way that looks over there. Hey, hello. Hi, buddy. I know, from this angle. Oh, you're a big weenie dog. You're a weenie dog. Sit. Sit. Higgins, sit. It's the next morning. It's Friday, July 5th. Amy and Higgins just left and it's like 7 a.m. and I made a coffee and I'm in my workout clothes with God. I just do not want to go to work today. Shout out to all the people that have to work the day after 4th of July. It is terrible. Don't mean to complain. I love my job. I'm very grateful for my job, but that's stupid. Really stupid. At least my coffee's good. I did a little 30-minute workout, which not as long as I would typically like, but 30 minutes is better than no minutes, as my friend Kaylee and I say. Now I'm just headed off to work. Yesterday when Cammie and I went to the grocery store to get stuff for the barbecue, we got these protein flapjacks, or I got like frozen pancakes that I'm hoping I can just heat up in the microwave at work. Today is also payday, so I think I'm gonna go to my favorite cafe across the street from where I work. It's called Petite Cafe in Oakland. Get like a smoothie and maybe get lunch today because Sam and I are so out of food. I like had nothing to pack anyway, so yeah, off to work, and it's gonna be a beautiful day. It's already so sunny and feels super warm. Okay, also the big win of last night. Cammie and I finished season 1 of House of the Dragon. She's already seen it and she was loving rewatching it with me because she knew what was gonna happen already. Oh my gosh, I don't wanna spoil anything, but wow, that last episode is just like, oh my gosh, such, not a cliffhanger, but like so many suspenseful things happen in the last episode. Cannot wait for Sam and I to get home from the camping trip on Sunday. I used to be more into TV. I think when I was in high school, I'd watch a lot with my sister Tess. Also, I did it again. I painted one hand and not the other. The fuck. Used to watch a lot with Tess, and then when I went to college, I just like stopped watching TV, and I feel like it was hard to keep up with shows. Honestly, it's fun to get back into something and have something to watch every Sunday. Cammie was like, oh, we could do Sunday night watch parties. And I'm like, love that. I love a little weekend tradition like that. This sounds dumb because it's the beginning of July, but I do really look forward to the fall when football season happens because I feel like Sunday is just dedicated to watching football with Sam, and I do really enjoy doing that. I'm like, it's fun to have people over and like make brunch and watch like Sunday morning football, or always watch a game in the evening. That to me is like the closest I get to like having a show to watch regularly. To recap what Cammie and I did yesterday, she just came over and we caught up for like an hour, and then we went to the store to get stuff for the barbecue. She got food for her dog Higgins, which isn't he so freaking cute? He's a little weenie dog with like the biggest personality. I love him. And then we went to Ayla and Sean's place where they have this beautiful like view lookout of the city at their parents' place. Hung out for a couple hours, and then we drove to Twin Peaks, which is like one of my favorite lookouts of San Francisco. It wasn't dark enough out though for fireworks to start, so we just went home and hung out, started to watch House of the Dragon. She got really foggy, so we weren't able to see that many fireworks, but some of my neighbors were up on the roof too, and we went out and were like chatting with them. So it was honestly a really comfy, cozy 4th of July, which I love. Really not my favorite holiday, so it was nice to spend it with Cammie and just like snuggled up. Looks like I'm crying. It's because I am. I'm on my way to a different cafe. The one across the street from where I work is closed, which makes sense because it's the day after 4th of July. I just thought I'd acknowledge this moment because I feel like a lot of the times when I vlog and a lot of things on social media are always like the highlight reel, like when things are really happy and good. And ironically, I'm crying. When I say it out loud, it sounds so dramatic, but I was just listening to a song that was just bringing up a lot of emotion for me, and I really like it. And I went into the cafe to get my food, and the same song was playing, which I think I talked in my Asheville vlog about signs I felt like I got from my mom while I was in Asheville with my mom's side of the family. And that is one of those things where I'm already emotional and thinking of her and just feeling kind of like sad because I feel like I have such a good life because of my mom, and I feel like she lived this great example of how to be happy and how to be grateful for all the good things in your life. Like, it really is the small things, and they aren't even that small. Like your health and fitness and having a mobile body that allows you to get around the world, and good weather and good friends. It's feeling very emotional today. And even though I don't want to be working the day after 4th of July, I'm just like, wow, I'm so lucky to like have this life that I live where I feel so happy all the time, and I have a good job that supports me. I feel like my quality of life has improved a lot over the last couple years, but my outlook on life, like in moments like this where I feel really happy and just like grateful for everything I have, it makes me cry because I miss my mom, and I just feel like she gifted that to me because she also had that outlook on life. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I've just been feeling really connected to her lately, and I think 4th of July also just like brings up a bit for me and like makes me think of past 4th of Julys when she was around. So anyway, I got my smoothie. I got a strawberry banana protein powder smoothie. I went to Paradise Park Cafe, which is kind of like a chain. I think there's 5 different locations in the Bay Area. So good. And I also got a grain bowl called the Buddha Bowl. Okay, it is after work. Actually downtown in San Francisco. I just swung by the Aritzia because I have wanted this sweatshirt from Aritzia for such a long time. I had it saved on my phone, and it was like $80, which is so much for a sweatshirt. But I checked today, like I said, it's payday. It was $20 off. So I ordered it online and I just went and picked it up. I've been looking for like an oversized, just like plain, no logo, no words on it, hoodie for so long, and I am so excited I just got this one. This is such a good fit. For the camping trip this weekend, and I'm not going to show everything I'm bringing because no one cares, but I'm happy that I have my own sleeping bag and my own sleeping pad. The problem is that I don't have a backpacking backpack. I just have this North Face like regular backpack that I feel like people use for school, so my sleeping bag takes up a majority of it, so I have to figure that out. For shoes, I'm bringing my favorite hiking boots. These are the Oboz brand. Highly recommend. I bought these when I lived in Colorado, and they have been my main and only hiking boots for 5+ years, and they're still in such good condition. So highly recommend those. And then I'm also bringing these. I think I'm just gonna strap them onto the back of my backpack, so I can have those to like jump in the lake, which I think is where we're hiking to, and have those to kind of pad around the camp in. And the other day I bought Sunbum sunscreen, and I bought some bug spray because apparently the trail is very buggy from what Sam said. And I'm so excited to wear these shorts that I got from REI in my last vlog. They're the Patagonia brand, and I love the color. I think this is what I'm gonna wear on the drive to the trail tomorrow at 3:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna go to bed, but the plan is wake up at 3:30, try and leave at like 4:15, and then I'm making it to the trailhead near Lake Tahoe around 7:30. And I think the hike to get to the lake where Sam and Matt are at is like 3 hours. So probably need to pack some food now that I'm thinking about it, but yeah, I'm so excited. It's noon on Saturday, and all of my efforts to wake up so early this morning were a complete fail. Didn't wake up until like 6:40. I went to bed a little too late to wake up at 3:30 anyway, but didn't get on the road till 7:30, and I got here just now at like 11. I have a long walk to the trailhead, but it's beautiful now that I'm here. Very hot. So I'm gonna hike, I think 3.5 miles to meet Sam and Matt and Joe at Maud Lake, I think is what it's called. I'm taking the rock-bound trail right off of Twin Lakes. For anyone that's familiar, we're like between Sacramento and Lake Tahoe. It's hot as hell, and the shade here is sparse, but I think one of those 2 peaks over there is where I'm going. The elevation gain for this hike is like 1,100 feet and 3 miles, and I think I'm like 1 mile in. So nervous about the amount of water I brought. I'm almost kind of banking on the guys having some more, but who knows if I'm even gonna be able to camp tonight. I might just go up, swim in the lake, hang out, and then hike back down, because yeah, this backpack is just like not a backpacking backpack. I just like don't have enough stuff, you know? Well, it's about 5 o'clock. Made it to the campsite around 2 p.m. Sam and Matt were actually both not here when I got here, but there was this random guy that I introduced myself to. His name was Emmanuel. And I was like, oh, have you seen 3 guys around here? And he was like, are you Wendy? Yes. And he was like, oh, they actually just went to walk up a hill to look for you, or to try and get cell service to contact you. So it was really funny timing that I met and ran into him. Sam and Joe and Matt came back and we jumped in the lake. We got to swim a little. Then I took a nap. So I'm gonna get out of the tent and show you around. It's the next day. We're packing up camp. The plan is to walk back to the car, and then I think we're gonna drive to South Lake Tahoe and get some breakfast and get some coffee, and then we'll do the 3-hour drive home. Sleep last night was typical of camping. We were all up multiple times, but it's really beautiful here in the morning. The sun already feels really, really hot, but it is so beautiful here. The bugs were kind of bad last night, and they were also bad this morning, but it is so nice to be out in nature. We made it to Lake Tahoe, and no idea why I have a sweatshirt on, probably just because I only have a sports bra underneath. It's like 90 degrees out. Sam and Matt and I found a cafe to have some brunch, and across the street is a cafe where I can get a latte. That is all I want right now. I just want an iced oat milk vanilla latte. So I just had to take like 5 minutes to try and cross the street. There's so much traffic, so many people here, which I guess makes sense after like 4th of July, but this latte is gonna taste so good. All right, we just had breakfast and we drove 20 minutes north to Lake Tahoe, and we're gonna go jump in the water.
Yeah.
It's probably like 85 degrees.
Did it catch you farting in it? Black paragliding. And they have blue whales here.
Matt and Sam are both in the bathroom. I'm gonna end off the vlog here. I'm so glad we just went to jump in the lake. My hair is all wavy from my braid, which I did. That felt so good. Something about hiking and camping around in like 80, 90 degree weather. All I wanna do is be in a body of water. I think that was my highlight of the camping trip, was when we got to swim in the lake. It was so fun. And just now, it was like 20 minutes outside of our way, but I'm like, that was so worth it. I'm in such a better headspace now. Do the 4-hour drive back to San Francisco. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.